Hello students. Yesterday we discussed about the minimum spanning tree topic. So based on that topic only, today we are discussing about the Kruskal's algorithm. So here to construct a spanning tree, minimum cost of spanning tree, we have to approach two algorithms, that is Prim's algorithm and Kruskal's algorithm. So already we discussed about Prim's algorithm. Let us discuss about Kruskal's algorithm. So what is a Kruskal's algorithm? Okay, so again I will repeat what is the spanning tree. Spanning tree with minimum cost to construct a tree is called as a minimum cost spanning tree. So I am writing here spanning tree with minimum cost to construct a tree is called as a minimum cost spanning tree. Okay, so in order to find out the minimum cost, in order to find the minimum cost spanning tree, there are two approaches. One is Prim's algorithm, second one is Kruskal's algorithm. So what are the steps we have to follow to construct a Kruskal's algorithm? What are the steps we have to follow to construct a Kruskal's algorithm? Okay, so step 1, arrange all the edges in ascending order. Ascending order, that is lower to higher, based on cost. So here every edge has their own cost. So arrange all the edges in ascending order based on cost. That means, so every edge has their own cost. Okay. So the main important point is we have to arrange the edges in ascending order. And the next step, consider least cost weighted edge and include it in tree if the edge forms a cycle, just ignore it. Just ignore and consider. Just ignore and consider next least cost weighted edge. Right? So in the first step, you have to remember the important point. Arrange all the edges in ascending order. Okay. And in the second step, consider the least cost weighted edge and include it in a tree. And if the edges forms a cycle, just ignore and consider the next cost weighted edge. And step number 3, repeat the step 2 until all the vertices are included in tree. So step 3 is we have to continue the step 2 until all the vertices are included in tree. So I will again explain by showing the example. Okay, so see the example. Example, I'm drawing a graph here. See, A, B, C, D, E, F, and the edge of A, B, 2, 5, 3, 4, 2, 5, 3. And here we are taking an example graph. A to B 2, the weight of the edge, and B to D 3, D to F 3, A to C 3, B to C 5, B to E 4, D to E 2, E to F 5. So here how many vertices are there in this graph? There are 6 vertices and 9 edges. Okay, 6 vertices and 9 edges, and the cost is 29. That means 2 plus 3 5, 5 plus 5 10, 10 plus 3 13, 17, 19, 24, and 24 plus 3 27. Okay, the cost of the graph is 27. Okay, so how to minimize this cost by using the Kruskal's algorithm steps. So first, what is the step 1? We have to follow: arrange all the edges in ascending order based on cost. So first we have to arrange all the edges in a descending order. Okay, so let us see A to B. Here the minimum weighted value is 2. Okay, so A to B is 2, and again the 2 number. D to E, D to E 2, and A to C, next one is 3, A to C 3, and another 3, B to D, B to D 3, and another one, another 3 is there, D to F, D to F 3, and next one is B to, after completing 3, next number is 4, so B to E, that is 4. Okay, next here C to E, C to E 4, and here B to C, B to C 5, and E to F 5. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9, 9 edges. We have given the edges in a edges weight in an ascending order, that is 2 3 4 5. Let us form a graph. See, first A to B. So A to B. So A to B. A, B. The cost is 2. Right? Next, D to E. So D to E here. So D E, and the cost is 2. Okay, we completed this. And A to C. So A to C. So A to C. A to C 3. So we completed this. And next B to D. So B to D. So B to D. B to D cost is 3. So we completed this. And next D to F. So D to F. So here D and F. So coming to our graph, D to F. What is the value? D to F 3. So 3, right? And B to E 4. So B to E. Here is B and here is E. So B, E. So if we create B to E means it forms a cycle. So according to step 2, consider least cost weighted edges and include it in a tree. If the edge forms a cycle, just ignore and consider next least cost weighted edge. So remember that. So if here it is forming a cycle B to E, so we have to ignore it and checks the next one C to E. So here also C to E. If we forms here, it is creating a cycle. So we have to ignore C to E and B to C and come here. So B to C. If we create a edge means here it creates a cycle. So we have to ignore this. And E to F. Here also it forms a cycle. So we have to ignore that edge also. So by ignoring all these edges, what is the minimum cost? 3 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 2. 3 plus 2, 5, 8, 10, 13. So the cost of the tree is 13. Okay, minimum cost of the tree is 13. We discussed Prim's algorithm in our last class. I have taken this graph only as example. Please check out the minimum cost of that of this graph. I think we got 27 minimum as a minimum cost in Prim's algorithm. According to Kruskal's algorithm, the minimum cost of the tree is 13. Okay, so this is about the Kruskal's algorithm. Just we have to remember only 3 points, that is we have to arrange all the edges in an ascending order based on the cost, and here if it is creating a cycle means just we have to ignore that and go to the next least cost. Like that we have to complete all the edges links until we complete the until we complete all the linking edges. We have to follow the step 2 itself. After that we have to end the class. Okay.